Your bird might be trying to tell you more than you realize, from little body language clues to signs of boredom or love. There's so much to uncover. Let's dive into 40 fun secrets that will bring you and your feathered friend closer. There are 7 secret signs that can reveal how attached and obsessed your bird can be when it comes to you. Birds have different levels of obsession towards their owners, and in this video, you'll be able to tell how much your bird literally can't live without you. Let me know in the comments what level of the scale is your bird. Your bird wakes you up. Some bird owners experience their birds just screaming their lungs out at 5 in the morning, but the lucky owners will have their birds jump on their bed and wake them up. This happens if you're the type of owner that leaves the cage open all the time. Your bird is love puking on you. One of the nastiest things, but surely showing the signs of attachment, your bird can do to you is regurgitate small, sticky, and smelly seeds on you. This simply means your bird cares for you and wants to make sure you're not hungry. You can't ever scare your bird. Birds that are super trusting and relaxed about their owners will never fear any sudden movement or noise you'll make. If your bird sleeps next to you and will continue sleeping even if you blast music and loudly clean your entire room, that's another level of attachment. You and your bird have the same routine. If your bird is so obsessed with you that it will wake up in the same hour as you, eat while you eat, relax and chill while you do, and goes to bed exactly when you do, then you're one of the lucky owners that have a super bond with their birds. Your bird cuddles up against you. Nothing feels better and shows a stronger level of attachment than your bird's fluffy feathers rubbing against your hand or skin. Your bird licks and beaks you all the time. Birds that are super obsessed will usually gently lick their owners in every chance they get. It's the most tickly and cute feeling you'll ever experience. Your bird is following you. If your bird acts like a guarding dog and will literally follow you everywhere you go, and if you're often even scared to step on your bird while it's running between your feet, congratulations! You're on the highest level of obsession from your bird. Our pet birds need plenty of time and activity to stay happy and feel good. If your bird isn't getting enough of that, boredom will set in, and that can really mess with their mood. In this video, we're going to go over 5 signs that show your bird might be bored, and I'll share some easy tips to help keep them busy and cheerful. Your bird is eating too much. If your bird seems to be snacking constantly, that's a big clue they're bored. Just like people, birds can eat out of boredom. If your bird is sitting by its food bowl and munching non-stop, it's time to shake things up. Try offering new healthy snacks like herbs, veggies, and fruits to give them a little variety and keep them healthy while you work on adding more excitement to their day. Your bird is being a bit too rough with itself. One big sign of boredom is when birds start overpreening, basically grooming themselves too much. If your bird is biting or chewing at its feathers or skin, it can cause irritation, and that makes them do it even more. This can lead to feather plucking, which is a sign they need some mental stimulation. If you notice this, take your bird to the vet for a checkup, and also make sure they have new toys or things to do to keep them entertained. Your bird stays in one spot all day. A bored bird often picks a favorite perch and just stays there for hours, not moving much at all. If your bird looks super chill but doesn't do much else, it might be because they're bored. A simple way to fix this is to rearrange their cage. Move the perches around or swap them out to give your bird new places to check out and explore. Your bird isn't making any noise. A happy bird usually loves to chirp, sing, or squawk in response to what's happening around them. If your bird has suddenly gone quiet, that could be a sign they're feeling bored or even sad. To To help, try playing bird sounds or nature videos in the background to bring back the energy and encourage them to make some noise. Your bird isn't playing with its toys. If your bird's toys are just hanging there without getting any attention, that's a sign they're no longer interested in them. Birds can get bored with the same old toys, just like we do with the same old games. The fix? Rotate their toys or bring in some new ones to spark their curiosity. Birds have a bunch of interesting things they do throughout the day. Some of them might seem a little odd or funny, but there's actually meaning behind each action. And as their owners, it's important for us to understand bird body language to care for them in the best way possible. Kissing and preening. If you catch your birds doing this, it's time to start planning that wedding. Birds show affection and love by kissing and preening each other, kind of like humans do. Eye pinning. When your bird's pupils go wild, flashing from tiny to large, it's a sign they're either excited or feeling hormonal. This is often paired with some energized chirping and activity. Talking. Notice your bird tapping its beak on someone or even an object, and maybe eye pinning at the same time? This is their way of saying hello and showing they're happy. But if your bird's posture is more tense and raised, they're probably feeling a bit defensive or annoyed. Pecking. This one's pretty obvious. They're fighting. Birds that peck each other can look like they're trying to spar. This is normal at times, but if it becomes too frequent or causes injuries, it's best to separate your birds before things start escalating. Chilling. When birds are feeling comfy and totally at ease, they'll start grinding their beaks and may even stand on one foot at a time. This relaxed behavior often happens as they're winding down for sleep. Cooling off. When your pet bird's feeling overheated, they'll hold their wings away from their body. The more they spread them, the warmer they are. This stance helps them cool off by letting air circulate around their wings. Panting can also happen when they're too hot, although it may sometimes signal a respiratory issue. Crop adjusting. Ever seen your bird look like they're about to throw up or are gagging? Don't worry, most likely they're just adjusting their crop. It can look kind of funny, but it's perfectly normal as they digest their food. Alarmed or nervous. When a bird's on edge, they look thinner, flatten their feathers, and appear jumpy as they scan for any threats around. If this happens, there may be something nearby causing them stress, so it's worth checking out. Fluffing or shaking. When a bird fluffs up or shakes, it can mean a few things. They might be cleaning off dirt, bits of dead skin, or water from a recent bath. Is your bird feeling a bit blue? You might not realize it, but our feathered friends can get sad too. In today's video, we're diving into the top 9 secret signs that your bird might be hiding its sadness. Let me know in the comments below if your bird is showing any of these 9 symptoms. Saying no to treats. One of the clearest red flags that something's off with your bird is when it suddenly turns down treats, even its all-time favorites. If your bird isn't munching like it used to, it might be feeling a bit down. Chewing on everything. If you catch your bird obsessively chewing on cage bars, its feathers, or random objects, that's definitely a distress signal. This strange chewing habit is often a sign that your bird is feeling stressed or bored and needs your immediate attention. Being bullied by the flock. The way your bird interacts with the flock shows so much about its well-being. If you see other birds picking on your bird more than usual or notice it being bullied, that could be a sign of sadness or even illness. On the other hand though, if the flock is suddenly giving your bird extra attention, that could be a warning sign too. Daydreaming. Sometimes it just takes one look at your bird's eyes to know something's off. Sad birds often stare blankly into space, like at a wall, even when there's nothing interesting to look at. This behavior is a sign that your bird is feeling down. Barely chirping. If your bird normally doesn't shut it and suddenly goes quiet and stops talking as much, it might be feeling stressed or sad. When a bird is quiet in a sus way, it's probably a sign that something's up. Rather stay stinky. Sad birds usually avoid activities they used to enjoy. If your bird loved jumping into its bath, but now it just sits nearby without showing interest, this behavior might signal a change in its mood. Sleeping all day. Sleeping more than usual is common for anyone feeling a bit down, and birds are no exception. If your bird is oversleeping and just being less active during the day, that's a clear sign of distress or even illness. Unresponsive. If your bird stops reacting to things it usually enjoys, or isn't interested in spending time with you, that's an obvious sign of sadness and in some cases could even suggest illness. No more grooming. If your bird starts skipping its grooming routine and looks a bit messy, it could be feeling down. When a bird stops caring about its appearance, it's usually a sign that it's feeling low and not quite itself.